All right, hello, welcome to Heal in Ascend Tarot. So I hope everyone's doing well. Today is going to be a Twin Flames reading, okay? Today is also going to be the first day of what I'm going to start doing, which is kind of flash sales. So I'm going to do a sale for only 2 days in terms of whichever readings I choose. So this one's going to be the Twin Flame reading. So on my website, I have TF readings, I have extended, emergency, and just the regular Twin Flame reading. So they're going to be for 2 days only, so definitely look down below if you're watching this later on to see if you are in within that day. But if you're watching this like a month down the road, then it won't be active, but definitely look at my new videos to see what could be coming up in terms of like discounts. But it's going to be $15 off with the promo code TWIN, so I'll put that somewhere on the video anyways, okay? It's only for 2 days, so for today until tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look and see. It's been a little while since I did a TF reading, so let's find out what's going on here. So we're going to start, as always, with the Divine Masculine. Okay, so Spirit, what is currently going on? My nose is already itching, which for those of you who read tarot, you know. I don't know what that is, but all of a sudden, when you start reading and you start channeling, your nose gets itchy. Who else is a tarot reader and finds that? Tell me, I'm curious. Okay, so we have devotion. We have devotion. What's going on with the Divine Masculine Spirit? We have crossroads. Ooh, I can see where this is going. Yep. Typical. Okay, so Divine Masculine right now. So there's sort of this energy of indecisiveness, which isn't that always the case. There's this indecisiveness about devotion. Is it possible to devote? So the Divine Masculine is really at this crossroads when it comes to the feminine in terms of devotion, and can he really commit to the feminine, okay? Like, can he really devote himself to the connection? Which really is the Divine Masculine completely devoting to himself at the same time too, right? But there is a lot of fear about this, okay? So I think the fear is what could be keeping this crossroads here, or keeping the Divine Masculine at the crossroads. So let's take a look and see. What are the Divine Masculine's thoughts? Okay, so what are, I'm just gonna refer to the Divine Masculine as he and feminine as she for now. You guys know that obviously gender doesn't matter, okay? Just so I don't have to like go back and forth and say he, she the whole time, okay? So let's see. All right, so what are his thoughts regarding the feminine? We have the King of, yeah, see, there's a lack of commitment here. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, and that's falling out under the devotion here. I think that's what that crossroads is like, should I devote myself or should I not? There's like an indecision. We do have the Star. The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clarify. But I can already see where this is going for the most part, guys. Okay. So I will say this, the Divine Masculine is definitely seeing the feminine as a wish fulfillment, okay, the Star. So there is this process of awakening happening, and the Divine Masculine is waking up. However, there's still this guardedness, this defensiveness with the masculine, okay? We have the Seven of Wands coming through, so there's something that's making the masculine feel very guarded, or feeling a little bit defensive or on guard when it comes to the feminine, okay? I am getting sort of a lack of commitment with the masculine, but he is definitely keeping an eye on the feminine with the Page of Swords coming through. So this is obviously an energy of like watching someone, spying on someone's social media, all of that, okay? So I do see that happening. I feel like the masculine is keeping an eye on the feminine, but there's a kind of a lack of commitment here, a lack of devotion related to the fear, okay? We have the Knight of Wands. So there is a part of the masculine that wants to take this action and make amends for the past, or sort of resolve the past issues. Like the Seven of Swords in reverse is being aware that, you know, acting manipulative or acting sneaky isn't really getting you anywhere. And the Seven of Swords in reverse is like wanting to change your ways, okay? So, but with the Knight of Wands, as you guys probably know, the Knight of Wands is kind of an energy of someone who's a bit impulsive. So it's like, the energy that I'm getting is the masculine does want to come in and sort of resolve things, but at the same time too, it's like he's at the same level that he was at when he was sneaky. Does that make sense? It's like there needs to be an elevation to the King of Wands to be able to make amends, because the Knight of Wands is the type of energy that would act like the Seven of Swords, essentially, okay? Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse? The Six of Wands. So I'm getting that the masculine is very sensitive right now when it comes to the feminine, with the Queen of Cups coming through in reverse, but could be hiding this with some pride and ego. Okay, could be putting on a front with the Six of Wands coming through. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So the overall energy towards the feminine is kind of a back and forth energy, okay? So there's sort of this, that makes sense with the crossroads energy. So it's kind of like, I don't know what to do. Should I go this way? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I communicate? Should I not communicate? So there's a lot going on with the masculine, a lot of indecisiveness. I'm going to clarify the crossroads here. Why is the crossroads here? Yeah, the Two of Cups in reverse, okay? So I feel like the masculine is feeling like the connection between the feminine has kind of ended with the Two of Cups in reverse, or has come to an end. And I feel like the masculine is now feeling like at a crossroads as to where is this even going? Is it going anywhere? Is it over? So there's kind of this uncertainty. Why is fear here? Why is fear here? What's the fear about? So the fear is about the feminine moving on, okay? Six of Swords. So I feel like, yeah, so that's why we have this sort of crossroads, because the masculine is trying to decide, okay, do I devote myself to the feminine because I'm feeling like it's over? Two of Cups in reverse. And the fear is that the feminine is moving on. Six of Swords. Okay, so there is this sense of the divine masculine being kind of overwhelmed right now. Maybe having a lot on his plate, struggling to juggle a lot right now. Okay, I'm kind of getting a lack of balance, especially with the King of Pentacles coming through in reverse. So his headspace is kind of, it's like impulsive. It's not balanced, it's not steady. I'm not seeing like a steady headspace right now. There's like a lot of emotional sensitivity and a lack of balance. Okay, let's see. How is the divine masculine seeing the feminine right now? Knight of Swords in reverse. So some of you guys might have blocked your divine masculine, or you just cut off communication, or you're not talking at all. So they're seeing you as very non-communicative. Like I said, for some of you guys, they think that you blocked them or you did block them. That's how they're seeing you, okay? They're just seeing you as either you block them or you're just not talking to them, okay? With the Knight of Swords coming through in reverse. Okay, let's see their intentions, and then I'll pull some messages, and then we'll move on to the feminines. So let's see. What's their intentions right now, spirits? What's the divine masculine's intentions when it comes to the feminine? Wow, we have the Empress coming through. See, I feel like, let's grab one more. That's really positive energy, because the Empress is the divine feminine. So I feel like the divine masculine is wanting to honor the feminine. Yeah, he's really struggling to let go. Okay, Death card in reverse. I think the masculine has this awareness of the feminine and the fact that there really isn't much that compares to the feminine here with the Empress coming through. Okay, because the Empress embodies all queens. So I'm getting an energy here where the divine masculine is wanting to honor the feminine. That's why we have the Devotion card here. But he's also struggling to let go of something, as well as the feminine. So he's struggling to let go of the feminine, but also struggling to let go of something else that could be preventing him from devoting himself to the feminine, okay? But I'm getting pretty positive energy. I mean, his intentions with the Empress coming through is actually very positive, okay? So that's like honoring the feminine within himself and also honoring the feminine in the physical world, okay? So his twin. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's take a look at messages. Alright, so what are his messages for you? So what are the divine masculine's messages for the feminine spirit? Okay, so some of you guys, your divine masculine gets tarot readings as well, okay? You know, I think it's actually really common. Like, a lot of divine masculines are super aware of the connection, super aware of like spirituality. Not all, but a lot of them, okay? So they're getting tarot readings on you. So maybe as you're watching this, they're watching something on you, okay? We also have here, I need you back in my life. So they are feeling that longing for the feminine, okay? Especially because there is a fear of the feminine moving on with the Six of Swords and the fear. Yeah, I want to be with you. Yeah, so they're really, okay, I'm definitely getting a strong longing for the feminine right now. There's a strong longing energy. Okay, but look at this. Okay, should we bring it back to the crossroads energy? The Two of Swords, the back and forth. So it's like, I want to be with you, I need you back in my life, but I can't face you right now. So let's clarify this. clarify the spirit. If you guys are interested, I do have a twin flame course. So if you're wondering why there is like such a push-pull with twin flames, I explain the whole dynamic in that course, which is available on my website. There's a button there for courses, okay? All right, so let's see, why is this here? I can't face you right now. So there's some sort of third party, okay? So either the Divine Masculine is in a third party and that's why he can't face you, or he has been involved with a third party, or there was some sort of third party influence. And there could be some sort of embarrassment around that with the Three of Pentacles here. So he could have got you involved in something. So I'm getting here, there's kind of a, what's the word? I don't know if it's like a guilt, but almost a, what's that word that I'm trying to, it's kind of like ashamed. Yeah, ashamed. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Okay, so there's like this feeling of being ashamed of some sort of third party situation, and that's why he's feeling like he can't approach you right now, even though there's a desire to be with you. So I think that's where all this fear is coming from too, with the devotion. So there's this desire to devote to the feminine with the Empress coming through. But there is this crossroads here because the situation has come to an end and there's fear about the feminine moving on, okay? So I hope that's resonating with you guys. We're gonna move on to your energy, but if it's resonating, definitely comment down below. All right, so let's see. All right, Spirit. So what is going on with the Divine Feminine at this time? All right, so Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Feminine right now? What's going on with the Divine Feminine at this time, Spirit? All right, so we have forgiveness, we have inner child, we have understanding. Oh, okay. So it looks like for the feminines, what's coming up is a lot of stuff related to the inner child, okay? So I feel like for some of you guys, you could be trying to forgive your Divine Masculine for something, or maybe, yeah, that's one scenario, but I'm also getting for some of you guys, if you're dealing with some inner child stuff, you could be trying to forgive yourself for reacting from your inner child or doing things that were trying to soothe your inner child, okay? So there needs to kind of be that, right? Like when you go through the process of healing and the process of awakening, you realize that a lot of the things that you've done, a lot of the choices that you've made have been through the lens of the inner child. So I'm getting here that there is kind of this forgiveness that needs to happen, and the feminine is coming to this understanding of how the inner child has played a role in her life, okay? As well as related to the connection. But let's take a look and see how the feminine is feeling towards the masculine. Thoughts and feelings. Alright, Spirit, so what is the feminine's energy towards the masculine at this time? For some of you guys, you walked into the situation with your Divine Masculine foolishly or naively because of your inner child, and you might be trying to forgive yourself for that, okay? Because I'm getting underneath the forgiveness, we have the Fool in reverse, and the Fool reverse is like doing something foolish or also doing something just like because you're naive to something, okay? And I feel like that's kind of related to inner child here. So for some of you guys, you're trying to forgive yourself for something that you allowed because of your inner child. We have the Emperor coming through. The Ten of Wands. So some of you guys, well, hold on. Why is the Fool in reverse? Yeah, see? Okay, look at this. Clarifying the Fool reverse, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So there is this energy of, some of you guys might have went back to your Divine Masculine and are forgiving yourselves for this, but some of you guys are really struggling to move on from this, okay? Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, it's not like, okay, I want to say this, and I do talk about this in the course, I kind of explain it, but like you can't really move on from your twin because of the nature of the connection and who they are, but it's not about that, it's about the detaching essentially. So for some of you guys, there's this energy where you're still attached, or there's this energy where you're still struggling to move on with the Eight of Cups. But like I said, it's not really a moving on energy when it comes to the twin flame, it's more about being able to detach from the pull or the kind of push energy towards the masculine, okay? Why is the Seven of Coins here? Magician in reverse. I think a lot of you were very patient with the masculine when it came to the manipulative energy, okay? I think you guys could have even forgiven your divine masculine a lot or walked back into the same situation many times, foolishly or naively. And I feel like I'm getting something here about you felt like you were very patient with the masculine even though there was a manipulative energy. So it's almost like giving this person chance after chance after chance and only to get manipulated again. But I feel like that's related to the inner child, right? Because the inner child will take a lot of wounding. So there's this need to kind of forgive yourself. And I think a lot of you guys are seeing that. Like you're seeing the pattern of being very patient with manipulation, and maybe you guys dealt with that as a child. Like maybe you had a parent who was manipulative and you were patient with them and you always forgave them. But I feel like you're now learning that you need to forgive yourself and put yourself first. So why is the Emperor coming through here? For some of you guys, there is some father related issues that need to be dealt with the Emperor coming through, and just in the forgiveness card with the inner child. I'm getting that for some of you guys. Okay, anyways, so we have the Queen of Coins here. Okay, I'm getting that the feminines are still desiring something more stable here, but I feel like there's kind of this energy of being more, setting more rules when it comes to what they desire. So the Queen of Coins is definitely a card of stability, knowing what you want, being able to get what you want. So I feel like the feminines are able to get what they want, but so now they have this energy of being more stubborn. Kind of stubborn. It's kind of like a stubborn energy or like a controlled energy of knowing what they want and staying in that energy. That's why we have the understanding, because there's an awareness of the inner child. So there's this clarity coming through. And now this could also talk about boundaries as well, okay? Why is the Ten of Wands in reverse? The King of, so yeah, guys, overall energy, the Five of Wands in reverse. So there's kind of an internal conflict for you guys as well, which could be mirroring the divine masculine's back and forth energy. But what I'm getting for you guys, we have a Ten of Wands with the King of Swords in reverse. So I feel like the very detached energy or the narcissistic or manipulative energy that you've been getting from your divine masculine for a lot of you guys, because I have the Magician reverse and the King of Swords reverse, this has taken a toll on you, okay? Ten of Wands, like this would indicate to me that this has become a burden that you're wanting to let go of or you're wanting to release. And I feel like you're becoming very like clear or very just like strict on what you're wanting, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor coming through. Like there's this more controlled energy with the feminine right now, but it's only coming from the fact that she might have had some loose boundaries in the past, because we have the Fool reverse with the Eight of Cups reverse. So I keep getting this energy of like going back to a situation that you might know that you shouldn't have gone back to, but it was because it was related to the inner child. And I feel like there's something here about giving the masculine many chances with the Seven of Coins and the Magician reverse, okay? For some of you guys, and it's going to be for a small portion, the manipulative energy that you are accustomed to from your childhood could be related to father. Some of you could be related to mother, but I'm just getting a strong father energy, okay? So keep that in mind. If you are doing your own healing work, there could be something related to that. I do have a self-love course where I talk about attachment styles and all of that as well, okay? So there's lots of goodies on the website. But let's take a look and see. How are you seeing the divine masculine right now? How is the feminine seeing the divine masculine right now? Seven of Cups. How is the divine masculine, or how is the divine feminine seeing the divine masculine right now? The Star in reverse. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is talking about like choices. So you could see the divine masculine as having to deal with some sort of choices or having to make some sort of decision. You could also see your divine masculine as kind of like daydreaming a lot and not really necessarily here, because with the Star in reverse, I'm getting this energy of like a lack of groundedness here, if that's a word, groundedness. With the Star in reverse, there's kind of this pessimistic energy, and the Seven of Cups is someone who's kind of in their head a lot, okay? So not necessarily like fully grounded, maybe like always like daydreaming or thinking about things, but not actually grounding the energy, if that makes sense, okay? So that's kind of the energy that you're seeing your divine masculine in right now. See if there's anything else here. Yeah, like even if you notice, this person is like laying down and not doing anything. So there's this energy of like an inaction that you're seeing from your divine masculine. It's like we have all these cups lined up. So it's like there's an awareness of something that needs to be taken care of, or an awareness that there are these things that need to be dealt with, but just kind of laying there and looking at it. I'm just getting the sense of inaction, okay? Some of you guys are aware that your divine masculine still hasn't like really woken up with the star coming through in reverse, okay? But take that how it resonates, take what message resonates with you. So let's see, let's get some messages from the feminine to the masculine. Alright, so Spirit, what does the feminine want to tell the masculine at this time? I feel so much regret for everything I said and done. So see how we have forgiveness here? I think a lot of you guys might have done something out of your inner child or maybe reacted. Yeah, I'm going through a lot. I've had very vivid dreams of you. No one makes me feel like you do. I keep a close eye on your social media. Okay, I'm gonna clarify this one, but let's just go through this real quick. So the divine feminines, yeah, I mean, they're going through a lot. We have the 10 of Wands here, we have the inner child stuff here, so there's a lot that the feminine is going through at this time. So there's a lot that's coming up to the surface. She is in this awareness that there's no one that's making her feel like the divine masculine. So we have no one makes me feel like you do. And she is watching the divine masculine. I keep a close eye on your social media, so she is keeping an eye on him. And the divine feminines, for those of you who have, that could also be why we have the 7 of Cups. For some of you guys, you could be seeing your divine masculine in your dreams. That might not be for everyone. But we do have, I've had very vivid dreams about you, okay? As I was saying in the last video, I know it's super common for the divine masculine to have a lot of dreams. Like I, for instance, I don't really have dreams. Like I don't know why, but I don't, like over the past little while, like I don't have very many dreams at all, if like very few. So I don't know, some divine feminines have a lot of dreams. Like I think everyone connects differently when it comes to their intuition. Like I channel information, but I don't really have dreams. I don't really connect through my dream state, but I know some divine feminines do, so just take it how it resonates. But we do have, I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. So let's take a look at this. Why is this coming through? I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. The Knight of Swords in reverse. So, okay. So some of you guys, the feminines, remember how the masculine is seeing you as the Knight of Swords in reverse? Do you guys remember that? So they're seeing you as, like I said, non-communicative or blocking them. So, here we go, feminines. So we have the, I feel so much regret for everything I said and done. So either there were things that maybe you said that came out harsh towards the masculine, or you said things that were very impulsive, okay? Knight of Swords in reverse, and you're regretting this because you could have said it while you were dealing with your inner child stuff. For others of you, you might have blocked your divine masculine or cut off communication very abruptly, and you're regretting this, okay? So definitely just take it how it resonates. But that's how they're seeing you too, so that's really interesting that they're seeing you like that, and this actually is how you are, and there's some regret about that energy. Okay, let's grab advice for the divine feminines who are watching, because it's going to mostly be divine feminines, if not all. Okay, so we'll close out with an advice card. Alright, so let's see. So Spirit, what is the advice for the divine feminines at this time? What's the advice for the divine feminines at this time? Oh, okay. All that glitters. This is an interesting card, so let me just grab the book on this one. All that glitters, guys. Some things aren't what they seem. Okay. Yes, a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. Okay, so some of you guys, hold on, I just want to see the relationship message here as well. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to read the relationship message too, okay? Because it kind of goes hand in hand with what I was just reading. That was the essential meaning, but let's look at the relationship message. It says, sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and the shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she he can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart, let go of artifice, and let what is authentic shine. Okay, so for some of you guys, there's a couple messages here, so take it how it resonates. For some of you guys might be drawn to that like glitter and shine. You might be drawn to things that look good on the outside but aren't necessarily good on the inside, okay? This doesn't necessarily have to be in relation to the divine masculine. This could just be in your life, okay? For some of you guys are putting on like a false mask or trying to be something that you're not because it's a way to impress others or get some sort of adoration. So you're needing to be and to step into more of your authentic nature, be more of who you truly are, because that's when you're going to draw in the people, situations, events that are going to be able to show up for you that are aligned with your authentic self, right? So that's the message that I'm getting here. Okay, interesting. There's another message here about the protection message that's just saying, for someone, this is going to be for maybe one or two people. I'm going to read it. This is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you'll be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. So for some of you guys, there's something particular that you've been after that maybe you want it because of the glitter and shine. And spirit is saying here to stay away from this, okay? And if they're making it difficult for you, this is because they're trying to protect you and that better things await, okay? Because sometimes a really pretty mask can actually hide something rotten underneath is what it's saying, right? So keep that in mind. So this is pretty much, I would say like overall what this message is trying to teach you is that you have to be able to look beyond just the egoic view of things in life, right? Like, it's always a journey. I always say this, but it's always a journey between the ego and the soul. And it's like, what are we going to choose, right? Are we going to choose the soul, which can be difficult at times, or are we going to choose the egoic route? And oftentimes if we go down the route of the ego, it might look desirable at first and it might seem like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so exciting. But then you go down the route of the ego only to find that what you were looking for is like empty. It's like biting into an apple that has no substance or no flavor, right? It looks good on the outside, but then you bite into it and there's nothing there, there's no flavor. Anyways, I'm literally ranting. But that's what I have for you guys, okay? So I hope this reading was helpful. And yeah, if you want to do the TF reading, specifically only TF reading, so that's what the promo code is for, so it's $15 off for 2 days, so today and tomorrow, okay? But other than that, I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journeys. Take care.